So when you see all the clear sky outside right now and you hear me talk about the potential for storms, you might think, okay, Malcolm, what the heck are you talking about? So there's not a cloud in sight looking northwest over Honda of Lincoln at this moment. And southeast Nebraska, there is no cloud cover. Mainly, this is going to be a western Nebraska event tonight. High temperatures today, 88 in Lincoln. And believe it or not, model guidance was actually forecasting around upper 80s for highs today. We have less smoke in the sky. And if you've been watching over the past couple of weekends, we've been talking about how the smoke has been having this cooling effect on our high temperatures. High temperatures were routinely being underneath what most model guidance was suggesting. Not the case today. So we actually had some blue sky outside today as opposed to that hazy sunshine. Not saying too much in terms of cloud cover over southeast Nebraska. Perhaps some high clouds at one point earlier in the day, but those are fizzling out as we speak. There are some fair weather cumulus clouds off towards the west at the moment. And I'm going to draw this line right here because this line is pretty much delineates where we have more instability out west versus where we just don't have as much instability. And that's denoted by where we have fair weather cumulus clouds. And sure enough, when we plot instability on here, you notice most of it is out towards the west, even a couple of thunderstorms out in the northwestern part of the state out in the panhandle. See a couple of severe thunderstorms, severe thunderstorm warnings associated with these. I think the main threat with these is going to be hail, though we won't rule out the chance for some gusty winds, perhaps in excess of 60 miles per hour. So let's talk about the timing for all this. STORMCAST shows all of these pushing off towards the south, but you notice Lincoln is all the way over here, and if these are going to be moving off towards the south, Lincoln is probably not going to see many of these thunderstorms. See these approaching some of our southwestern counties in the southwestern corner of the state. So if you're watching out towards perhaps Lexington, Grant, Imperial, McCook, you may be seeing some storms later on this evening, even seeing some thunderstorms perhaps brushing up out towards Kearney, Hastings, maybe even Grand Island. So that we're going to say an isolated chance out towards the Tri-Cities, but I think Lincoln's going to remain dry overnight. Severe thunderstorm watch is in effect till midnight Central Time or 11 p.m. Mountain Time for the counties shaded in yellow. It includes North Platte, it includes Lexington, it also includes McCook. Out east, I don't think we're going to see anything in terms of severe weather tonight. This bodes well if you're heading out to the Garth Brooks concert this evening. By 7 o'clock, mostly clear conditions when the concert is starting, and those will persist into the evening. Maybe some high clouds moving in by 11 o'clock. Beautiful weather outdoors, temperatures in the 70s by then. Then we're going to talk STORMCAST Sunday afternoon. I think we're going to see some more storms develop Sunday afternoon out in this region, and we'll also see some storms develop probably Sunday night and into Monday morning out towards the Tri-Cities. At least that's per this particular run of STORMCAST. It's kind of a shot in the dark seeing where these storms exactly develop. So we're going to keep an isolated storm chance sometime tomorrow afternoon and going in towards Monday morning, even Monday afternoon as well. You can see even the southeastern corner of the state not going to be shying away from thunderstorm activity perhaps on Monday morning. And then as we go in towards next week, humidity is also going to rise as well. I think tomorrow, this model perhaps is overdoing it just a little bit. I think humidity may start to be just a little bit noticeable tomorrow, but then it rises even more as we head in towards next week. But at least right now, humidity's a bit on the low side, perfect for the Garth Brooks concert. 61 degrees tonight, mostly clear, perhaps an isolated storm late in the night for Lincoln, although I think most of the activity is going to be out west. Tomorrow, most of the activity will likely be out west as well. Mostly clear skies, 87, the forecast high. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. We're going to keep highs in the upper 80s as we go in towards next week, and then we're going to talk about Thursday. We're going to talk about the potential for a scattered storm chance. That's our next best chance for rain as our next storm system arrives. And then as we go in towards the weekend, perhaps cooling off just a little bit as that storm system passes, highs in the lower 80s. And then as we go in towards next weekend and the beginning of next week, looking like things are going to stay mostly dry, perhaps an isolated storm chance sprinkled within one of those days.